I grew up in a large family. I'm number 5 out of 9 children. 8 of us still live in St. Mary's. We belong to the Catholic Church. You can make a good living here. It's quiet. I finished high school, and I guess back then the thing to do was people just got out of school and they went to the factories. We do a lot of powder metal, a lot of car parts. John Deere, still chainsaws, GM, Ford, Chevy, a lot of that. And we have to check it molded, sintered, sized, machined, heat treated, tempered. Any process that gets done to that part, we check it all, and then it's our responsibility to notify, whoever's doing these products, like if it's good or bad. Because of our factories, we have so many continuous shifts, and where the jobs go from 6A to 6P and 6P to 6A, and it's just a constant. You're either on the first or the second, and it's 7 days a week. The continuous shifts can really wreak havoc on families if there isn't some place for relief or help. Let's face it, who wants to be a babysitter from 6A to 6P? They're somebody else's kids.
Our camp has been there since 1972. Kind of a museum of moments in time. The tradition is to mount your antlers on a wooden plaque and kind of put the date there and your name so they know who you were. And, when you walk into camp, it's kind of this sanctuary of years of memories on the wall in the form of pictures, and it ends up being this special place where your heroes developed, themselves into role models for the younger group. I go out there early in the day, and I get a good fire going in the wood stove, and then I let the camp heat up to the point that everything's warm enough that I can then be trusted to turn on the water. The guys driving 8 and 9 hours to get to camp don't want to show up and find out there's no hot water. So we still go back to camp. It doesn't have the same meaning as it had in the past because that generation is now gone. But we come back mostly out of tradition and out of a sense of maybe obligation to our uncles and our heroes and carry on this tradition. Rural communities have a tough situation with kids who clearly don't want to live there and maybe don't have a future there that they see, and they can't find value in the community, and it might be easier for them even to involve themselves in drugs or some way to escape.
I think we have some drug issues. Um, it's tough, it's scary. I don't know that it's real bad. Some kids are just being kids, but it's the drugs that are, really, tying up a lot of the kids.
So we have a problem with kids who just are disillusioned or unhappy or are finding some way to escape.
One of the highlights is, Penn State ice cream at the local coffee shop, it's like, or Sheets downtown. I imagine it can get pretty boring for the kids.